All right, thanks for joining us on another Lakeway Audits video. Today is March the 8th, 2021. It is 4:45 p.m. We are at the Morristown Chamber of Commerce. And we are going to go inside and we're going to see if we can't find out a little bit of information in regards to the farmers market and this situation over there. So let's not waste no time. Morristown Area Chamber of Commerce, original building 1959, renovation 1979, expansion and renovation in 1994. Guess that must have been their dedicated. No, that's something different. They have reusable masks. Let's see what they have. So, employment services, rentals. Okay, so if you have looking for an employment service, looking for a job, they've got those here for you to grab, or looking for a rental. So that's cool. Never knew that about here. And then you got the rider maps, church guides, and then you got some other brochures that there is to do. Let's see if they have one. Yeah, Briarwood. If y'all ain't ever been to Briarwood Ranch Safari, it's a drive-through thing, man. It's awesome with the kids and stuff. Don't wash your vehicle before you go, though. You'll be washing it when you leave, that's for sure. And vacuuming it out, because there is food that'll be all over the place. Let's go in here and ask some questions. How you doing today?
Fine. How are you?
It's a beautiful day.
Yes, sir. It is.
It's almost a shame to have to be inside. This is cool, the different times and stuff. Different time zones. State Senate. So I wanted to get a little information on the farmers market. Is there anybody I can speak to in regards to that?
Let's see who might be available. May I tell them who?
My name's Tony.
Tony. Okay. Just a moment, Tony. Let's see here. Let me go around. I'll be right back.
All right. So we have the drawing of the old Morristown Depot. Stagecoach Inn. This is the old Morristown Hamlin Hospital. Morristown City Center. Hamlin County Courthouse. Ramsey's Farm Market. Roberts School in Morristown. And Morristown College. So that's cool. And then they got these plates. 2002, 2003. I've seen a bunch more back in here. Were those plates for sale at one point in time, or oh, they were?
Yeah, the Citizen Tribune had those every year. I think they started with 2001 and went through 2010 or 12.
Okay, so they don't do it no more.
No, I think they still have
Oh,
some.
really?
We still have a few, not of all of the places. I can't remember which ones we still
But they're that date. They're not, nothing's new.
No.
20, okay.
No, I think in 2010 or 11 is when they ended it.
All right.
10-year thing.
Thank you. I mean, that would be cool. Then we've got Gold Star members. I've never been in this building before. Oh,
Excuse
nope,
me.
you're good.
Did anyone come out?
No, not
No,
to talk
yet.
to me. No,
Okay.
no, ma'am.
Okay, sorry, just a minute.
Sign back here says, "Welcome to an official retired Tennessee community." It's a nice office.
I'll just go in and ask her. Just a minute. Tell me this woman to talk to somebody over the phone or something.
About a media list. Steel manufacturing plant. Thank you.
You're welcome. Tony, you wanna come on in?
Sure.
Yeah. I may need to call, I had a doctor's appointment at 5, so I may need to call him and
Oh, I mean,
tell him later. But
we can make this quick if you
Okay,
if you
sure
need.
thing.
You want me to sit down?
Sure
Or?
thing, sure thing.
All right. I didn't get your name.
My name is Deborah Williams.
All right. And what do you do for
I'm
the
the general
chamber?
manager here at the chamber.
Okay. I wanted to talk to you today about the farmers market.
Okay,
I was informed that no religious groups are allowed to utilize the farmers market.
that's what the ordinance says right now, yes.
It states that in the ordinance that there's no religious groups allowed.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see, I've got it right here.
And I know y'all just took it over recently or still in the process. Or,
Yes, we're trying to. This still says Crossroads Downtown Partnership, and that organization
no longer
went
exists.
away, so we're doing that, yeah. Let me see here. I know the application says that, but I wanna find it in the, because the application was based on the ordinance. Prohibited uses. No one shall engage in solicitation, collection drives, political or religious activities at the market.
Okay, so even though it's open to the public for the free use of the public, right, and the public pays for that area, no religious organizations are allowed to utilize that.
That's what the ordinance says.
Okay, now that you've taken it over, is that going to remain or?
I don't know. We just, the ordinance is written by the city, not written, but, determined by the city council in the city. They make the ordinances, which are like the laws of the city.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So you won't have any input in?
We will have input.
All right. Because according to the First Amendment of the Constitution,
Right.
it says that the government shall not have anything to do with religion as far as hindering them from being able to gather.
Yes.
So if it's open to the public, it's open to religious, it's open to the media, it's open to free speech. That is what is stated. So I know that you had spoke to somebody or somebody in this office spoke to somebody and said there would be a meeting today in regards to some of the stuff. I don't know if that happened today or
We
if
just went down and met with the city administrator about the fact that we had just taken it over, and there's an application that's not been updated, and we needed to update that, and we need to update the ordinance because it refers to Crossroads, and Crossroads is not who's doing that now.
okay.
So we need to get together with attorneys and figure out what we need to put in the ordinance,
All right.
or what we need to put in the application, and then the city will have to work on the ordinance. We can't write the ordinance.
Okay. No. Yeah. Now, would you be at the meeting for the city on March the 16th?
I go to all the city council meetings.
You do. Okay. Because there'll be a lot of people there to speak in regards to this,
Sure,
and
that's
why
fine.
I would hope somebody from the chamber would be there.
Sure.
That way they can get the people's input as well on that.
Hear what the people have to say.
Because ultimately it's the people's area, okay, and for the rules to state that, number one, a $500,000 insurance bond, that's out of the question for any homeowner that wants to make crafts in their own garage and go over there and sell it, and that's what the farmers market is for.
Okay, I can't discuss. I mean, I'm not well versed enough on the farmers market origins and everything to
Okay.
discuss that.
All right.
I would not want to talk to you about something that I'm not that familiar with.
Okay. Can I leave you my information? And when you do get more information on it, whether or not it's in a few weeks, in a month, or whatever, we can sit down and talk again?
I'm not the person that would be doing this. We've hired somebody
okay.
to do this. So this is just kind of a transitionary thing I'm filling
Okay.
in until they get on board.
Okay.
But I think as far as the ordinance itself, that's something the city council has to determine what to put in the ordinance,
The verbiage.
and then we'll make our application go along with that, so there's no conflict. I don't want the ordinance to say one thing and then us tell people something different.
All right.
But as far as First Amendment rights and being able to prohibit certain uses, I don't know.
Okay.
That's got to be up to the.
All right. I mean, I didn't know how far you were into it, or what you knew or what you didn't know.
We're just getting involved in it. I know that the farmers market was paid for by grant back when it was built several years ago. I don't know if the grant has any restrictions in it. I don't know.
Okay. So I would have to go to the city and request that information from the city. Okay.
From what was, you know how you get a grant to do something and they say it has to be used for this or it has to be used for that.
Usually there's a lot less restrictions when it's actually a grant.
Money,
Yeah.
possibly.
So I'll definitely look into that and check
I know
on
there
that.
is a different application for the farmers that want to use it, that pay the $5 a day to come and use it as a farmer's market to sell produce.
Okay.
Because that is very specific as what they can sell: meat, eggs,
Right.
fruits, vegetables.
It has to be certified and inspected and so on and so
This
forth.
application is for people who want to use it when it's not being used as a farmer's market.
Okay.
For people who want to use the pavilion, there's a group here called the Task Force on Diversity. They use it to have a sock hop in the summer. There are, I think the Parks and Recreation Department uses it to show movies sometimes in the summer. There's different groups that use it for those kind of things.
And that's the actual pavilion
The
part
pavilion.
itself, and not the grass area.
Right. Now the grass area can be, we've had things on the grass area. They're having an event this weekend, the Marty Howell, that a young lady that has a business downtown has filled out a permit from the city and gotten permission to use that. She has her insurance liability and everything like that. And she's having an event this weekend.
Okay.
She paid the fee. And
So to rent out the whole pavilion, is it $5 per spot, or how does that?
now that's for the farmers. For the farmers market portion of it, it's $5 a space per day.
Okay.
And I think it's $10 if you rent two, or $7.50 for 2 spaces and $10 for 3. I don't know, and that's for farm uses.
Okay.
Then when the farmer's market is not being used, there is a fee to use the market per day, for the pavilion per day. And you can rent just the pavilion, or you can rent the pavilion and the grassy area.
Okay.
Like last year, the Chamber of Commerce had a beer festival down there. We rented the pavilion and the green and had our event down there.
All right.
And paid all the permit, got the permit, paid all the things we were supposed to pay, had the security we were supposed to have, and filled out the paperwork and everything like that.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and check out that grant and see exactly how it's the verbiage in that and how it's written out and what it states. And
you know, there's sometimes people left a lot of money, the Barron grant, to the city to use for parks. So if parkland was bought with that grant, that has to stay parkland, that kind of thing.
all right.
You know,
But that's not considered a park.
No, I was just another example of when people put restriction, they donate you money and they say you can use it for this, you have to use it for that.
All right.
So it's possible that the grant has some restrictions like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I haven't seen the grant.
All right. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. They're going to be closed by the time I can get over there today, so I'll go over there tomorrow and request that information. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you on March 16th.
Probably. I'm usually there in the overflow room.
All right. That's usually where I end up getting stuck. In the overflow room. Hopefully not. I'll be there early enough to check that out though and not have to be.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I see you have dogs on your screens there, and I see a dog cage over there. You bring your dog to work?
Mm-hmm. Usually in the afternoons. I don't on Mondays because I go to the doctor, but.
All right. I've got 3 Great Danes. They would never fit in that cage.
No, they probably wouldn't. No, they probably wouldn't.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Sure thing. I'll see you Tuesday, the 16th, I guess.
Yeah, that's when it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. You have a great day.
You too.
All right. So we got a little bit of information. Not much information is known. They did just take it on. I was aware of that. And so I'll go out there tomorrow and I'll request that information. And then when I get that information, I'll post that information as well. And then we will... we'll go ahead and we'll see what we could find out, and we'll kind of go from there. Well, thank you all for watching. Thank you for all my original subscribers, all my new subscribers. That number keeps going up every day. I appreciate that. And make sure that you share this information. We got to get it out there to the people, let them know. And now that they're changing hands and who's running it, and they're in that process, now's the time to change the rules, make new rules, and file for our grievances. This is the time. All right. Y'all have a good one.